This video is to provide you with directions for Module Point 6. So go ahead and click on Module 6 in Schoology. And the goal of this lesson is to understand how historians use sequencing to analyze cause and effect of historical events. So when you open up this folder, you will see a Google Slides presentation for Lesson Point 6. And you'll do all of your work in the Google Slides presentation. And some of these components may be somewhat familiar to you. So we're going to talk about how do historians use timelines to analyze cause, effect, sequence in historical events, and correlation, including multiple causation and long and short-term causal relations. That's a mouthful. So stick with me and I'll show you how this lesson goes. So the first thing you're going to do is a little brainstorm. List 10 events in your lifetime that you label as significant. In this next video, you're going to explore what a timeline is. It's just 60 seconds, this video. And after you watch the video, in your own words, briefly explain what a timeline is, a nice truncated or short definition. Then you're going to take a look at this short video about cause and effect called History for the Ages. So when you watch this brief video, in your own words, explain the relationship of cause and effect. Next, there's a little bit of a reading on cause and effect that gets you to understand the context of cause and effect and sequencing events like on a timeline. Then here are some examples for you to read through about cause and effect. And next, you're going to create a timeline of your life that includes at least 5 events. Make sure each event has a date. You may not know the exact date, but let's say you broke your arm the summer of 2014. So if you know that it was June of 2014, put June of 2014. It does not have to be down to the date, but if it's like your birthday, you can list your birthday. Then you're going to add either a cause or effect of each event. So maybe if you broke your arm, you're going to talk about the cause of the particular event. So you were on the monkey bars and you fell, and that caused you to break your arm. Or you can talk about the effect of your broken arm. You broke your arm, and then after that, you couldn't go swimming for the summer. So you had to pick up something new like painting. So you, instead of swimming all summer, you painted and you became a very good artist. That's an effect. Once you go through your 5, timeline of your events, 5 events, you're going to choose one event that you would consider a turning point, something that was a specific, significant moment when something begins to change. And you're going to add a star next to that turning point and complete the text box explaining why that was a turning point for you. And if time allows, you can add an image for each one of these. So this is what your timeline looks like. The event, broken arm, date, June of 2014. The description, I fell off the monkey bars, etc. You're going to say a cause or an effect. A cause was that I was monkeying around on the monkey bars. An effect was that I took up painting because I couldn't go swimming. And then over here, you're going to explain that turning point, but you're going to copy and paste this star, just little quick copy and paste. Let's say it went in this box. You're going to put it, that little, oh, not the whole thing. You're going to add that little star to this text box after you type. And then there you go. See, like that. Awesome. Then you're going to try it with some history you've already learned about, events leading to the Civil War. There's a nice timeline here that has events that led to the Civil War. All of you should have gotten some of this in 8th grade, and you may not remember all of it, but it's fine. That's fine. You're going to be able to do a little bit of a review. Then you're going to watch this video about the events, and many of the events on the timeline on this slide are in this video. And I want you to think about cause and effect factors, how one event was caused by something, and maybe that event led to an effect, which then created another event. Then what you're going to do is you're going to choose 3 events from the timeline, and you're going to rewatch the video, and you're going to add either a cause or an effect of the event. So the example I used was the Missouri Compromise. So you can't use the Missouri Compromise. So Missouri was admitted as a slave state and Maine as a free state. So what this meant was now the country was divided clearly into the North was free states and the South was slave states. So that would be an effect. So I'm going to actually make this even better. So the event the event or in this event, Missouri was admitted as a slave state and Maine as a free state. An effect of this event was that the country was now divided as North free states and South slave states. You're going to do that 3 more times. After you're done, you may have to watch this video a couple of times. You may have to jot down notes. And just a little feature, there's a little place down here for speaker notes. When you're watching the video, it's okay to type notes down here. So use this area for notes to your, I can't spell, yourself, okay? And I still can't spell it, apparently. That's okay. Not important. Yourself. And then lastly, you're going to answer one of the following questions based on your timeline. What would you change or add if you could? And how would each of these changes or additions affect your life or even change its present course? Or you can answer, if you were to give a title for your timeline, what would it be and why? Then you turn it in and you'll be ready for your exit ticket.